Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach, and I'm so excited. I'm actually going live in three different devices right now. So I'm coming to you live on the Facebooks and LinkedIn and YouTube and Twitter on my computer over here on this Android that I forgot existed. That I have for traveling. I'm going live on Instagram, and over here on my iPhone, I'm going live on TikTok. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so something a little different tonight. So if you're watching anywhere other than TikTok, something that you can do if you would like to ask an interactive question and get like 10 minutes of spot coaching from me, you can go and follow me on the TikTok app. My username is katie.kdhd. Actually, I'll just do a little banner. I'll just keep that up. So you can go to katie.kdhd and ask me a question if you click the link in my little bio there. So anyway, tonight I want to talk about something that happens a lot for new business owners, specifically those who work with clients, like most of my clients do. It's a little distracting. The Android is a little delayed. I don't know. We'll see if I want to continue with Instagram tonight because it's being a little glitchy. Anyway, hello, welcome. So I want to talk about like the fears that come up when you work with clients, and just want to normalize that when you haven't worked with clients before, when you're just starting a business, it is so normal to be afraid of your clients. It sounds so silly, but it happens to all of us. The only people it doesn't happen to are absolute sociopaths. Okay. So if you are starting a business and you're working with clients and you're nervous about it, I just want you to know, congratulations, you're not a sociopath. Okay. Good news all around. Now, here's the thing about being afraid of your clients or your potential clients is that when you are going into marketing yourself or into a sales conversation with someone and you're terrified of like them actually becoming your client, you are in a prime position to actually, sabotage yourself. You can very easily sabotage yourself from ever getting the client if you're afraid of this person becoming your client. And if you're just joining, welcome. I am going live on 3 different devices right now. So if I'm looking around, know that I'm tracking the conversation everywhere. I'm over here on TikTok. I'm here on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and over here on Instagram. Also, any questions you have, please do put them in the chat. I do love, hello, welcome, Winter. Hi, Taylor's version. I love that. I do love this to be interactive. So any questions you have, also, if you're just joining or doing something new tonight, if you want 10 minutes of spot coaching, specifically around working with clients and your niche, then I want you to go over to TikTok. My username is down here, katie.kdhd, and you can sign up to do a 10-minute spot where I will spot coach you on TikTok Live. Anyway, I will be staying on TikTok Live for longer than the rest tonight, but I do want to cover this topic because it's so important. If you're working with clients, if you're starting a business where you're serving people, it's really scary to start working with clients. But here's the thing, like, you have this gift. You have this talent, this ability. And if you don't get over the fear of working with clients, you're basically robbing them of the experience of working with you. And that's really selfish. Okay. We don't want that. Okay. We're not selfish people here. So there are a few different fears and how they show up. So number one is that fear of, well, what if I screw up with a client? Okay. That is the number one fear that I hear so often from new service provider businesses. And here's the thing, it's guaranteed. It is absolutely guaranteed that you're going to fuck it up with clients. Okay. There is no way in the world that you are going to work with other human beings and have it go perfectly well the whole time. So one of the things that I train my clients on when they work with me, and this is something that I got trained on when I went to coach training school, is the designed alliance. It's that conversation you have in the very beginning of working with someone. And in that conversation, you're basically planning for all eventualities, right? You're talking through what happens if you royally fuck something up? What happens if we have a disagreement? What happens if I say something and it offends you and I didn't mean to offend you? You're talking through how do we make this right? Okay. Because screw ups are going to happen, right? But if you are qualified to do the work that you're selling, I guarantee you that the screw ups, like it's not going to be anywhere near what you think it's going to be. I used to teach knitting. I'll start knitting in a little bit. I used to teach knitting. Actually, I'll just start knitting now. And like, there's so many ways to screw up teaching knitting, right? Because not everyone's going to absorb it the same way. And yet you get to dance in the moment. Also, your clients don't expect you to be like super person. It's not something that they expect, right? So you are absolutely going to screw it up. Okay. That is a guarantee. But it's not going to be the end of the world when you screw it up. All right. Hi, farm girl. Welcome. So the second question, or the second fear I hear a lot, is what if this client asks something that I don't know? Right. Okay. So the best way for you to create distrust with someone is to answer a question, bullshitting the answer. Right. If one of your clients asks something that you don't know, the best way for you to build trust is to say, oh my God, that's such a great question. I actually have no idea. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to my world and I'm going to see if I can get an answer for you, because that is such a great way to look at this. Hello. Yes. Welcome. And so, yeah, like my clients ask me questions that I don't know all the time. Like, what's the best email platform for me to use? What's the best this for me to use? And, for me, like I know the best ones for me to use, and I know the best ones for some of my clients to use, but it's so subjective because a lot of that stuff. So like, email platforms, I always tell people go with the one that's the most intuitive to use, right? Especially if you're just starting out. But case in point, you're not going to have the answer to everything. Okay. No one has the answer to everything. Even ChatGPT doesn't have the answer to everything. Has an answer, but it's not always correct, right? Okay. So that's fear number 2. And like I said, we're talking about the fears because, and hi, Anthony, welcome, because we don't want you accidentally sabotaging your marketing efforts or your sales efforts because you're actually afraid of getting this client. Okay. That can happen so easily when you're starting a business. And I don't want that happening for you. I want you making money. I want you surprising and delighting the people that you work with. And I want you building your confidence so that you can just become an absolute badass at making lots of money and having major impact in the world. Okay. So the third fear that I hear a lot is, what if I'm not actually much of an expert as I thought? Right. And I think this comes from that like imposter syndrome part of us, right? Where we kind of assume that, yeah, sure, like we know some stuff, but like we're not the penultimate expert in the entire world. Right. I want to remind you, your clients, unless they're paying you like $1 million to work with you, they know that you're not the penultimate expert in the world. Okay. They don't need the penultimate expert in the world. They need you. They need someone who is good enough, like who has the capabilities to take them from where they are now to where they want to go. I want you to imagine, I use this example a lot, but I want you to imagine that like something really bad happens to you and you have to get like heart surgery, open heart surgery. And imagine you're wheeled into the operating room and, you're on the gurney and the cardiac surgeon comes through and they've scrubbed and they're holding their hands up and they look down at you and they're like, oh my God, I'm not the best. I'm not the best cardiac surgeon. I can't do this. Sorry, I'm peacing out. Right. That's ludicrous. Like, right. They're a cardiac surgeon. They've done this before. They're trained, they, are board certified, hopefully. And yet if they were to hold themselves back from operating on you because they're not the best, you would die. Okay. Now, hopefully your clients don't have like a life or death situation. And that, is going to require you to help them. But how crazy would it be if you just were like, well, I'm not the best, so I'm just not going to sell my stuff? That's crazy. Don't do that. The fourth fear is, how do I impress them so much that they want to keep working with me? Well, you don't really have any control here. When you think about impressing people, being impressed is in the eye of the beholder, right? Um, and your client can be impressed for a whole bunch of reasons. They can be impressed that you're a great listener. They can be impressed that you solved their problem. They can be impressed that you stood up to them, that you called them on their bullshit. You will not know what will impress your clients. And actually, impressing them is not the goal here. The goal here is helping them, right? If you help your clients well enough, they shouldn't need you, right? So if you're that concerned about getting repeat business, I would ask you, what's your offer? Have you designed an offer that will actually make you sustainable money? Because usually when that question gets bandied about, it means that you have not designed an offer that's actually going to make money. Oh, you too, Farm Girl. Thank you. And welcome, everyone. If you're just joining, we're talking a little bit about the fear around actually working with clients. And then I am going to be taking questions over on TikTok, which I'm doing on my phone over here. Where I'm diving into what your niche is and if your niche is actually scaring away clients. So if you want to go and follow me there, I'm Katie at KDHD or Katie.KDHD over on TikTok. Anyway, so you get to help your clients. You get to design an offer that will help them and make sure that you have sustainable income. Beyond that, you really don't have any ability to control what they're impressed by and what they like and what they don't like. Okay. All you can do is show up as you and do the work and help them as much as you can and go from there. The fifth fear that I hear, and this is not a complete list, just to let you know, I'm just going over 5. The fifth, Nikki doing things. Hi. Hold on. I'm going to decline for right now. So what if they don't get anything out of working with me and want their money back? This is a big fear. Okay. Your clients, you're going to attract the clients that you charge for, right? So like and you also can't promise anything, right? I don't care how much work you're doing for them. If you're a copywriter and you're doing all the copy for their website, you genuinely cannot control if that copy actually converts to clients, right? Hello, welcome, Jacob. So you get to do your best. You get to do your best. Clients hire you. They hire all of us because they know that we have knowledge of the parts that they don't have, right? They don't know what they don't know, right? So I'm not saying this because I am saying you should if you know one thing, you should go and sell that and say that you know all this other stuff. Don't do this with integrity. But if you're 3 steps ahead of your ideal client, those are 3 steps that they don't know how to deal with, right? Them getting guidance from you on those 3 steps is going to be transformational for them. Okay. Don't forget what it felt like to be 3 steps back. 3 steps back. Oh my God, I was struggling. I was unhappy. I was frustrated. Everything just seemed so difficult in my business. You absolutely will have clients who are absolutely delighted to work with you. They will take what you do, take what you advise them on, and they will run with it. Hello, welcome. Hi, Antonella and Cozy Chai. I love that. I love chai. Anyway, it's very rare that clients will throw a hissy fit. And the whole thing about wanting their money back, are you attracting Karens? I hope not. Hi, Charlie. Welcome. I hope not. Karens are the worst. And also it speaks more to what is your niche and what do you say that you help people with, your marketing and how you set the terms of your contracts will also help you scare away people who you do not want to work with. right? So, for instance, you could have a no cancellation, no refunds policy that will scare away people who, don't want to work with you. Right. Chai is the best. Yes. Oh my God. There was a chai place in San Francisco when I lived there, on Fillmore Street. And I would literally go and get my hair blown out at the dry bar next door just so I could have an excuse to be in that neighborhood to get good chai. Which of course, like, I don't know, I've never had authentic chai. So it might've just been like gross Americanized chai, but oh my God, it was delicious. Even the potentially shitty version could be good. Anyway, case in point, stop being a weenie. Stop being a weenie about working with clients. What you do is good enough. You're going to get better over time, right? And remember, like, your clients don't know how to do what you do. There's a reason they're hiring you, right? You do not have to be perfect at it. You just have to be better than they are. That's it. You have to know some of the things that they don't know, and you have to make their lives easier. And I guarantee if you're watching this and you want to start a business, you have that in you. All right. All right. So I'm going to be wrapping up my live over here on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. We're going to be spending the rest of the evening over here on TikTok. And if you want to jump with us, I am going to be answering questions over there about your niche and how it may be scaring away clients. So if you want to come join us over there, please do. But other than that, have a great night, everyone. And I will see you all soon. And this is just to my people over on my desk.